Welcome to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. This podcast is here to help you to conquer your big goals. Because the big things in your life that you want to accomplish and achieve, they're going to take more than one step. And this podcast is here to help you develop the right mindset, to take the actions, to keep moving forward and making progress towards your big goals. That way, you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it too. I'm your host, Nick Mazie. Let's get started. Well, hello there. Glad you're here and joining in today. We're right in the middle, or actually the very tail end, of a series on choosing your mindset. So if you missed any of those episodes, you can go to nickmazie.com. They're all there. You can just search for Choose Your Mindset. You can listen to them there or on whatever device or app that you're listening to this podcast right now. Just check out the previous episodes. But that doesn't mean you have to stop listening right now. You can go ahead and listen to this episode and then check out the previous ones afterwards. So without further ado, today, it's all about, your mindset is your choice, because there's power in the mindset that you choose. So your mindset can be just the natural way that you think of things. You think of things in a certain way, you view life in a certain way, and that's not right or wrong. I'm not here to say that you have to do things my way or really the way that I'm trying to do things. We're all unique. Each one of us has our own natural way of thinking about things and viewing life. We each have our own mindset. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Here, we're just talking about, in this whole series, about developing that mindset that's going to be helpful, one that you choose to serve you, your life, your goals best. Ones that can make it a little easier to set the goals that you want to have for your life, to take the action to get there and enjoy life too. Now, with mindset, just like about anything else, the more we do it, the more we repeat the same action or a similar action over and over, it ends up becoming a habit. And habits make things easier. So if you frequently think about all your successes, even the small ones, that's from a previous episode in this series. But if you think about all your successes often, then you might be more confident in your ability to do whatever is coming up. Then if you spent a ton of time thinking about your failures and times that you screwed up. Well, we all have had failures. I've had a lot of them. I've messed up a lot. But the more I think about them, the less confident I become. The more I think about the successes and the progress that I've made, the more confident I become. So the more you do it, and the more you repeat it, the more you think about it, the stronger that habit becomes, and the easier it is to do it even when you don't try. In thinking about our mindset as a habit, I like the analogy of a river. So think about floating down a river in a kayak. Now, there's an example I like, is I like floating down a river in a kayak. And if you want to go the direction the water's flowing, then the trip can be pretty easy. You can just float down. You need to do a little bit of guiding, a little directing, make sure you don't run into too many rocks. But really, it's relatively easy. Going downstream, it's like going along with the habit, that your mind's thinking in its natural way. It's pretty easy. But if you don't want to go downstream, if you don't want to go in the direction that river's going, then it's going to take a lot of work. Then you're going to have to really, really fight to try to go in a new direction. Well, what if your mindset isn't going exactly where you want? Or the natural way of thinking and viewing things isn't being helpful. Well, if you want to go in a different direction, then you have to be intentional and develop a new habit, a new mindset. And it will take effort. It will take work. But I believe the work and the effort, it's all worth it. Because you get to choose where you want to go. You can develop that new habit. Now, just like the river that you're floating down a moment ago, that habit, it's not developed overnight instantly. That river has cut deeper and has become stronger over time as it goes in that direction. It continues to wear away in the dirt, the gravel, and the rocks below it. And it gets deeper and stronger and more powerful. Well, the habits, they also develop and grow over time. And being intentional and choosing how you want to shift your mindset, it is an excellent thing to do. And it can really serve you in the long run. It can really help you to make it easier on yourself to take the actions and set the goals. But that different way of thinking, it's going to take time to develop that habit of thinking like that. The more you choose to think in that direction or that way, the more you choose to focus on the things that are going to help you to achieve your goals, the stronger and the deeper and the easier that way of thinking becomes. In your brain, you actually create stronger, thicker connections. Like your brain shifts, and the physical structure of the brain changes when you develop that habit of thinking in a certain way. Which is one of the real reasons why choosing our mindset is so very important, is because when you choose to focus on certain things and shift your thinking, the structure of the brain actually changes. Those connections get stronger, which makes it easier for you to think in that way. It's developing that habit. It's making that river deeper and stronger. So very important. And it's your choice. You can choose to shift that mindset to serve you best, to be able to achieve your goals. Now, at the end of the last episode, I asked about needing extra confidence or motivation, or would it help you if there's a little bit more positivity in your thoughts and in your mindset in your life? Or what about purpose? Needing some purpose, direction? Would more direction help you to achieve your goals? Well, those are all in line with this choosing your mindset whole message that this series has been about. For confidence, you need a little bit of extra confidence. Well, your past successes and the progress you've made can help you to feel more confident. That's why I had an episode on, reminding ourselves and focusing on the successes and progress that we've had to help develop that confidence and that certainty that we can take steps moving forward. And then motivation, having a crystal clear goal, a vision for yourself, that ideal that you're working toward in those goals, being really, really clear on that. See, that can help you to feel motivated. It can help you to take the actions to move forward to go toward that goal, even when you don't feel motivated, which is even better than having motivation. The ability to keep moving forward. Positivity, I don't know. I think just about everybody, almost, I guess, struggles with being positive sometimes. And it's something that I've really taken a lot of effort in to develop the habit of having a little bit more positivity and viewing things in a better light. Remembering those fun times and then those enjoyable times, that can help lift the mood. It can help make life more enjoyable. That's why we did an episode on, remembering the fun. What about purpose? If you lose sight of purpose sometimes, you're not alone. And that's why remembering the big reasons why we want to achieve our goals, what the true value that they will provide in our lives and the important things to us, those big reasons why, they help you to remember that purpose and to be able to see it and feel it. That's why I did an episode on remembering big reasons why in this series. Having that direction. When you choose your action and your focus, you can move in the direction that you want to go. Just start from where you're at right now, and take a step toward where you want. With regards to direction, it kind of brings in the having the clear vision and the crystal clear goals, and the knowing the reasons why and what's important to you. When you have those clear and in the front of your mind, you have the direction. Developing that helpful mindset, one that's going to make it easier for you to set the goals, take the action, and enjoy life. It's something you can do. You can develop that mindset and that habit of thinking in a way that's going to help you to have the life that you want. Now, kind of looking at the time, we're at 9 minutes into this episode, and I'm calling this one the last one of the series, or I was. I'm realizing that we got to add one more to this Choose Your Mindset series, and then we'll move on to something different. But we got to add one more that's going to be about some of the different actual steps, specific ones that you can take to bring in, your past successes, get a crystal clear goal, or, some of that positivity and enjoyment, how to bring in the things that we've talked about in these last episodes and action steps you can take to help bring those into your mindset and your natural way of thinking. So with that, I'm figuring that there's going to be one more episode in this series where we talk about just a few different ways that people can do that you can do that. A little bit of work, not much, not bad. I'm not going to make suggestions that's going to require a ton of crazy time and effort and energy. Just a little bit of being intentional and a little bit of developing those helpful habits. So we'll talk about that in the next episode. Thank you for listening to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. Hope you're enjoying this series. Remember, you can choose your mindset to be one that's going to help you to achieve your goals. It's all up to you. You can do it, though. Well, thanks for listening. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. And for more information on this podcast or mindsets or taking action towards your goal, just go to nickmazy.com.